Alright, what's going on everybody? Today we're here with another Mortal Kombat video. This one's going to be a little bit different. Today we're going to be talking about a character that is pretty high in like Mortal Kombat discussion right now, I feel like. Not because they're a DLC character or anything like that. They're a main roster character. They used to be one of the poster boys. They might still be a poster boy. I'm talking about Sub-Zero. And to be honest with you, Sub-Zero's been like on the front line of like all of the story mode, like low key in Mortal Kombat 1. He's one of the antagonists pretty much, but you know, I guess all the antagonists in this game are low tier and suck ass. I mean, look at it. It's literally Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, Havoc, Sub-Zero. They're all ass. But today we're talking about Sub-Zero in particular. Now, I've been playing with Sub-Zero over the past few weeks. I've gotten pretty familiar with him, and I've came to the conclusion that he is utter dog shit, donkey dick. That's probably gonna get me demonetized, but it's the goddamn truth. Everybody needs to know. I don't need to say that. Lord forgive me, don't say that. I'm trying to clean up my act a little bit. But yeah, this is basically gonna be looking at all the flaws that Sub-Zero has. I'm not gonna be going over all of them, but I'm gonna be going over what I think needs to be changed for Sub-Zero going into Chaos Reigns and what can make him a much better character. I'm gonna put a disclaimer on this because some of the changes that I would give Sub-Zero may seem a little overpowered, but this is me just throwing out ideas. Not all of these have to be buffed, but I think one of these buffs or a few of these buffs can really change a character from being a low tier, one of the worst characters into the game, to a very, very viable character. I was gonna do this for Havoc, but NetherRealms had basically dropped a sneak peek talking about or showing off basically Havoc's buff. So yeah, I think there's other characters that need changes. So if this video gets 10 likes, I'll drop another one. Just leave in the comments who you guys think I should discuss and who needs those changes the most, okay? Without further ado, let's get to the video. So first things first, with Sub-Zero, we gotta go over what the hell is Sub-Zero supposed to be. Most characters have like a scheme or something like that. Basically, we know, are they a zoner? Are they a anti-zoner? Are they a space control, a rushdown character, a whiff punisher? I'm not too sure with Sub-Zero that there is one clear thing that he really excels in. I feel like what they were going for is making him like an anti-zoner, like space control type character. I think he's like in that area. I don't think he's much of a mix-up character or anything like that. So if that's what they're going for, and if they really want that to be what he is, space control, and you really have to play patient against him, I think first thing we do is we buff the ice clone. The ice clone has a 5-second cooldown, so you can see here, I'm pressing the input, it's not coming out immediately. You gotta wait like a good 5 seconds. If we get that cooldown to 3, I think that would be a lot better because, and I think the startup frame should be a little quicker on it. I think it's what, well, that's not it. It's not is it a 9-frame startup? Is that really what it is? Let me see. No, it is a 9-frame startup. Okay, well maybe the startup's fine, but it doesn't feel that way. I think the main thing with this thing is the recovery is so slow on it, man. Like you cannot, look at me, I'm mashing. I cannot move out of this thing. I can't move, press buttons. It almost gives your opponent a full second. 43 frames recovery, almost gives them a full second before I can move. And actually, hold on, let me move my cam so you guys can see. Okay, so you can see here on the ice clone, look at it. Bruh. 43 frames recovery, man, that's fucking crazy. So I think if we get that closer to like maybe 20 so frames or something like that, I think you should be able to move pretty quickly out of this to apply pressure because he doesn't have a lot of like moves that apply a whole bunch of pressure. One thing they tried to do, they tried to buff his ground freeze so that you could get like quote unquote meterless combos. The problem is NetherRealms. So you could do this, it combos into it, but you cannot combo into any launcher, so it'd just be something like this. If I could get it, god damn. They're trying to make me look like a fool. Yeah, so if you do something like that, that's probably the best case scenario you can get with them. You could probably, with Chameleon, with the fan toss, you could probably get like an actual combo extension right there, but it's not for a lot of damage. Mind you, this ground freeze off this has a 3-frame combo window. That's why I was struggling so much with it. And you actually do have to use meter to even extend it. You know what I mean? Like, the shit's crazy. That's just odd in itself that, like, they said that they buffed the ground freeze, but it's not really a buff because it doesn't even leave your opponent there long enough for you to, that doesn't even, I can't even move because the recovery, I mean, that works. You could do something like that, I guess. 30%. So let me see if I don't do that. It does more to not use the meter. What the, like, oh God. Not the meter, but not to do the extension. It's just, it's not really doing anything. It's not buffing or anything because the scaling on Sub-Zero is so fucked up. Sub-Zero is one of the only characters that I've played to when you actually try to extend and make, like, I understand more hits affect scaling, but with Sub-Zero, it's just so odd. Like, any kind of like extension on his combos really just fucks up his, like, I just don't understand. Okay, that does 46, no meter. I'm gonna try, because we seen the last one did 41%. I didn't use the clone or anything like that, so let me try that and then I'll see. 463 is what it did. Let's see if not using it and using a bar of meter does more damage, right? Let's see. That does almost 10% less for using a bar of meter. So it's like, what's the point of ever using this in a, like, bro, they've got to fix the scaling with Sub-Zero. It's so bad, bro. Like, I can literally, watch, that, what was that, 35%? Something like that? I can get more just doing this. That's more than a fatal blow combo. No meter. And it's just crazy, man. Maybe if I use meter in here, and then I do some freaky shit like that. Yeah, maybe do some freaky shit like that. Let's see if that cracks 40%. Okay, it does. That does. But I used a meter, a bar of meter, and a cameo, and it still doesn't get it. Yeah, this shit is crazy, man. Yeah, so ground freeze needs a complete overhaul. Let's stay on the topic of ground freeze, and let's see. So ground freeze doesn't really combo into too much other than this. Like, of course, we established that, right? One of the other issues with Sub-Zero, so you could do like this in the ground freeze, you could do this in the ground freeze. Of course, it's mid into ground freeze. But one thing that's very weird, I've seen this bug and I actually put it out on my Twitter. Make sure you guys follow my Twitter link in the description, right? Like his back three, you can't really combo off anything with it, right? You can't combo ground freeze into it. Of course, ice ball doesn't combo. I don't think in the corner that this combos, right? Yeah, that doesn't combo either. So you don't really have much mix up. The only thing that, you know, you just have to block overhead for him. You can get clipped with this. And then with a certain cameo like Chameleon or something, you could get launched for a combo. But let's say best case scenario, Sub-Zero doesn't need a cameo, right? So this, in a certain range, will actually combo into ground freeze. But it's very frame specific. See? Right there, it combos. I don't know if that's a bug. It should be the case that you should be able to, look how inconsistent it is. It's like you have to be frame perfect. I can't even get it again. This fucking character sucks, bro. Look at it. It's literally combo and he's stuck in a stagger animation. I don't understand that. And then with this, you can't even, yeah, this fucking ground freeze sucks ass, bro. If you're not gonna have his ice ball combo into anything, like, you know what I mean? If you're not gonna have that, not even amplify, it's not even any faster, it just eats projectile, then he's gotta have something for his low. Either give him a low starting combo string, or just have this to be able to give him like more hit stun so it actually combos into ground freeze, and then buff ground freeze so that he can actually do like this, and that's an actual combo. You know what I mean? And you can go into this and, you know, do some freak, bro. Like he needs to be lubed up. He's stuffed. He's rusty. I feel like he's just rusty. Speaking of Ice Ball is pretty bad. Has 39 frame startup, which is extremely slow. It doesn't travel too fast across the screen or anything like that. Very easy to duck. The only difference between this and the Amplify is it doesn't travel any faster. It looks like it has a bigger hitbox. I think it does. Yeah, it does. And it's also a mid. But this, if we're gonna be using this and we're using space control and stuff like that, his startup frames for his Ice Ball needs to be a lot faster. I'm gonna say we buff that to 20 frame startup or something like that for this. Or I don't know, whatever Tanya or Lee May have for their projectile. Maybe not Lee May, maybe Tanya. Lee May be spamming them hoes. If we get it to like a Tanya thing like that, I think that's a lot more acceptable or something like that. One thing that we could also do with Sub-Zero, this, for whatever reason, I think this needs more forward advancement. Definitely needs more forward advancement. And we could also buff the forward advancement on that back three. I think the back three, if you buff this changes the character so much. If you could have it combo into certain things, have it combo with this in the corner. It already combos with this. Oh shit, oh fuck, I suck. But you know what I'm saying? Like if you open up that back three, it opens up the character so much because then you gotta guess between this and this. That's all the mix up he needs. Also, you could even have this be special canceled into Ice Clone. And then you just basically go here into this. You know what I mean? Because this on block is -7. So you're still safe on it, but it's, you can't really steal your turn back or anything like that. I think it'd be good if you could stagger it. You finish the string, you're -5 and stuff like that. I think back three is the key. Yeah, get rid of these gaps in these strings too. Get rid of this, bro. This, like, all of these need to go. And what else? I think that's pretty much it for Sub-Zero. So let me run down that real quick. First, we've got to buff ground freeze. Meterless ground freeze needs to be an actual combo starter, like they said it was gonna be. We reduced the scaling on ground freeze because for whatever reason, when you use meter with Sub-Zero, it actually hurts you more than it helps you. It feels like it's just more optimal to always go with a cameo to just give him that extra damage like Serena. So please, can we actually reward Sub-Zero players for using meter? His back three needs more forward advancement, and it needs to actually be able to be comboed into ground freeze so that we can actually give Sub-Zero a little bit of a mix-up. I think the recovery on the Ice Clone needs to be sped up. Instead of 43 frames, get it down in that 20 range so that you can actually apply pressure and make a player a little bit more pressured into pressing a button or something like that, because they know you can go into a grab or a low or an overhead or something like that. The Ice Ball, meterless, needs the startup frames to be a little bit quicker than 39. Okay, we need to be able to get those Ice Balls out. I also think the hitbox needs to be a little better so that you can actually have people get anti-aired by the Ice Ball. And for amplified Ice Ball, you need to be able to have that travel across the screen very quickly. If you want, you can even have it combo into certain moves for extra damage. And I think that's pretty much it for Sub-Zero. Those few things, you change that around for Sub-Zero, I think it just changes the character around so much. But let me know if you guys think I've missed anything on Sub-Zero, if you guys think that there are certain things that need to be changed. I know there may be more Sub-Zero mains or anything like that. I played with the character very briefly, so I might not know all the ins and outs and issues with the character. So let me know in the comment section below. Let me know if there's any other characters that need to be buffed and stuff like that, and I might make a series on them if I know enough about them. All right, other than that, you guys have a good day, and I will see you guys later. We're in the filler arc right now of Mortal Kombat right now. We're waiting for Chaos Reigns, so let's get to it, bro. All right, man, you guys have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.